Here to the TUS Gaelic Grounds in Limerick. It is Saturday the 12th of July 2025, the hottest day of the year in Ireland, and perfect conditions for history to be made for either Cork or Galway in the first ever All-Ireland U23 Camogie Final. A new competition brought in this year, well received by all the counties taking part, and the top two teams over the run of the 5 games they've played so far are here in the decider. They've met already in the championship earlier on in round 2. Cork were winners on that particular occasion, but Camogie has taught us repeat fixtures can throw up a very, very different match. We'll have every puck of the ball here on a sunny, glorious, I should have been wearing shorts myself, in the TUS Gaelic Grounds, where Galway against Cork for 60 plus minutes. Who will make history today, and who will be the first ever All-Ireland Under-23 Camogie champions? And now we'll run through the two teams. And if you're still working your way down to us here in the TUS Gaelic Grounds in Limerick, or you know somebody here at the match today, make sure they have their Factor 50. It is very, very hot here. The hottest day of the year in Ireland, as we said in the intro, and even down on the field of play when we were chatting to you at the start before we made our way up here to the commentary box. It's still very, very warm. The teams are getting themselves organised for the game. We have about 6 minutes to throw in, so it gives us a chance to run through the two teams. And as Cork line up there for the presentation, the greeting with the GA, Uachtaráin will quickly run through their starting 15. So Cork are as follows: Caoimhe Buckley in goal, a full back line of 2, Sinead Hurley, 3 is Claire Kingston, and 4 is Maeve de Burka. Where number 5 is Maeve Ring, the captain number 6 is Dara O'Brien, and 7 is Avril Cashman. In midfield, where number 8 is the vice captain Emer Dignan, partner by number 9 Ava Fitzgerald. The half forward line 10 Isabel Sheehan, 11 Rose Murphy, and 12 is Niamh McNabola. And the inside line, top of the right, number 13, Amy Shepherd. Full forward, number 14 is Claudia Keane. And top of the left, where number 15 is Millie Condon. Cork are unchanged from the team to beat Tipperary 3-13 to 15 points in the semi-final 2 weeks ago. So their opponents from Galway looking for revenge from their defeat in the group stages, 2-15 to 11 points back on the 7th of June, 5 weeks ago. The Galway team also lines out as named during the week. In goal number 1 is Laura Freeney. Full back line of 2, Rachel Kelly. 3 is Sarah Lyons, and 4 is Ava Crow. The half back line were number 5, Katie Manning, she is the captain. 6 is Katie-Anna Porter, the vice captain, and 7 is Joanne Daly. In midfield were number 8 is Ava Carr, partner by number 9 Jennifer Hughes. The half forward line 10 Aoibhinn Barry, 11 Kayla Madden, and 12 is Laura Kelly. And the inside line, top of the right, number 13 Niamh McInerney. Full forward number 14 is Corey Kenny, and top of the left where number 15 is Katie Gilchrist. And as you can see there, Katie Manning introducing her teammates to Uachtaráin coming Camogie in the Heron, Brian Malloy. So the referee for today's game there, they'll be meeting the referee next, is Barry Nee from County Westmeath. His standby referee is Justin Heffernan from Wexford. Linesperson Fintan McNamara from County Clare. And the fourth official is Simon Redmond from Dublin. And of course the 4 umpires also getting to meet the president before he goes and chats now to the Cork captain Dara O'Brien, and she will run through her team with the Uachtaráin. As we mentioned on a weekend where the Wool Tones and the Script are in Limerick, just down the road, here the All-Ireland Under-23 Camogie Final, a new competition this year as second team stopped playing in the intermediate or Premier Junior events, and being well received by the 5 teams that have taken part, and hopefully more will get involved in 2026. So a round of applause there for Uachtaráin coming Camogie na Héireann, Brian Malloy, as he leaves the field, and now the players will shake hands with each other. Well, that is the plan anyway, and it doesn't seem to materialise, so we'll move on. There's something to be left behind here in this particular game. Of course, we've no previous under-23 championships to judge these teams. We're just working on under-16 and minor events, and of course we didn't have minor 5 years ago due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So now we're having a raw Naveen. All the preliminaries are over, and this big historic occasion for the Camogie Association is about to take place. The first ever All-Ireland Under-23 Camogie Final. How serious it has been taken. We'll tell you how serious. The two senior managers of the respective counties, Ger Manley from Cork and Cathal Murray from Galway, are here overseeing these two teams as well. This is the pathway to senior camogie for many of these players. Some have intermediate championship experience. All of them have experience in under 16 or minor to some capacity, but for Galway or Cork, only one of them can be called the first ever All-Ireland Under-23 Camogie champions, and we're getting everything ready there. It looks like Cork will be attacking the goal to the left in the first half. A couple of positional switches. Looks like Millie Condon is going to be in for midfield there at the start of the game, as everybody just getting themselves sorted out, and we look into any positional changes for Galway. I haven't spotted any off the top of my head, so we're all getting ready now for the throw-in here. Galway against Cork. Who will be the winners? Cork have a 100% record in this year's championship. Galway, one defeat and one draw out of their 5 previous games. The referee, Barry Nee from County Westmeath, on the hottest day of the year of 2025 in Ireland. The ball is thrown in. The game is on, and it's Galway against Cork, and a scramble around the middle of the park for the opening battle for possession. You can see Ava Carr for Galway is there as well, but it looks like it's Cork's Ava Fitzgerald. I thought she had it for a moment. Nobody managing to gain control, and looks like it's come back for Galway, and it'll be Jennifer Hughes. She had a great game in the semi-final victory against Kilkenny, sending it down in towards the attack, and the Cork defence there just trying to deal with the ball in the early stages. Their full-back for this game is Claire Kingston, but she hasn't got the ball. Galway win it again, and a cross-field delivery into a one-on-one situation. Will it work out for the attacker for Galway, which is Niamh McInerney, wearing the yellow helmet? The referee blows the whistle because the ball went out of play, and it's going to be restarted with a Cork line ball for Maeve de Burka. May finds a teammate, that's Avril Cashman wearing 7, gives it to the captain, Darragh O'Brien. And Cork just playing with the ball a bit loosely, it has to be said, between their own full-back and half-back line, but they've managed to get it outside the 45 metre. However, Galway have won back the ball again. And a great ball in there by Ava Carr for them. But it doesn't look like that Niamh McInerney can get in that. So the first wide of the game. Cork go for the quick puck out. Millie Condon with possession in the middle of the park. Moves towards the 65. Getting away from Kayla Madden. In the corner there is Amy Shepherd. She's wearing the number 13 jersey. The referee spotted a push. So it's going to be a free out for Galway. So no scores if you're just joining us here in the Camogie Association YouTube channel. This broadcast brought to you in association with Entry. Of course, we also have the Glendemplex All-Ireland Intermediate Camogie semi-finals taking place today. If you want to follow any of the 4 counties in that, but if you're from Galway or Cork in particular, you want to watch this as Niamh McInerney takes possession of the ball from the free. Niamh McInerney goes for a shot at the post, and that ball has gone out to the left and wide. But we're going back for a free, for a foul on the Galway number 13 from the Shamrocks Club. And it'll be an opportunity now for Laura Kelly in the red helmet there to get the opening score of the game. Niamh McInerney loves her music. Plays a bit of volleyball too. Granny's brown bread. She wants to get a few points in this game. She put over 2 in the semi-final against Kilkenny. Laura Kelly was top scorer in that match with 1-5. Will she get her first in this particular game? The player from Salton, Knocknacarra, who's won an All-Ireland Junior Football Championship, puts the ball over the bar in the 3rd minute of the game. And it's Galway who get the opening score. Laura Kelly with the point. It's Galway 1 point. Cork, no score. Galway will be looking for a strong start to this game as the ball works its way down the direction of Niamh McNabola. She's in the white helmet there, the number 12 jersey, and she's done well as Niamh. Opportunity for Cork. She might go for the shot directly herself. The umpire slided. Great response by the Rebelettes. And Niamh McNabola puts it over the bar. The 2 number 12s have scored in this match. And it's Cork a point, Galway a point. Laura Freeney is the Galway goalkeeper. Out in the middle, it breaks for Millie Condon. Millie sends it in towards the attack. And again, it's Niamh McNabola. On the move, the 45-metre line. I think she'll fancy this. She fancies this, all right. And 2 scores very, very quickly from the player from Cloughdove. Niamh McNabola, and Cork go into the lead. It's Cork 2 points, Galway 1. And 2 excellent scores. One out in a tight right angle. The other floated over from distance. Galway will want to get back and get the equalising score quickly enough. This might work out for them. Niamh McInerney again. Won the free for the opening score. Needs some help. Find some help. Aoibhinn Barry was the player she picked out there. Aoibhinn Barry still battling for the ball, and Cork desperately defending. Cora Kenny in there as well. She's wearing the pink and white helmet. Niamh McInerney in the yellow. Niamh has got the ball into hand, goes for the shot, and it's a good score by Niamh McInerney. She puts it over the bar. Had to work for that. Cork's defending was very, very tight. But it's the equalising score. And we're setting up nicely for a great game. 4 minutes gone, 4 points shared between the teams. It's Galway 2 points. It's Cork 2. Galway began the championship with a 15 points to 8 victory over Tipperary. Then they lost their second game to Cork, 2-15 to 11 points. They beat Waterford 6-28 to 3 points. A draw with Kilkenny in the group stages, 1-9 to 12 points. But then they beat Kilkenny 1-13 to 1-12 in the semi-final. Laura Kelly with a penalty just before half-time, the crucial score in that game. Joanne Daly from Sarsfields on your screen there, the white helmet, receives a hand pass from our manager Cathal Murray. He's also from Sarsfields. We start the action. A couple of great moments in the early stages. Joanne Daly sends it down, good bat down there by Maeve Ring. But Galway have it again to Aoibhinn Barry. Aoibhinn didn't start the semi-final. There's a few changes in the Galway team. We'll just confirm them here as we run through them. There's like 2 changes. Sarah Lyons in a full back and Aoibhinn Barry go into the team instead of Emily Brogan and Ava Joyce. So Galway have a free here. 5.5 minutes. Laura Kelly, good distance out. She missed her first one in the semi-final and she missed nothing the rest of the game. Give her a chance. This looks like it's just going to turn away. It might drop short. It did drop short, and Cork were taking no chances. Dara O'Brien, the player on the line who took it, gives the pass off to Claire Kingston. And Cork have it out to the 45-metre line. Avril Cashman on the run with the white boots. Goes past one 65-metre line, goes past the other. Galway chasing after her, but the Cork number 7 keeps going. The attempted pass there, it did work out in the end for Rose Murphy. Rose Murphy gives it to Claudia Keane. Claudia Keane with the shot. That's an excellent score by Cork. And it was all about their number 7. Claudia Keane will get the credit. But it was the run by Avril Cashman that set that up. And Cork lead by 3 points to 2. Great distance, there's very little wind here. Indeed, we were on the field there for the intro. You couldn't feel any wind. It's a hot summer's day, and fatigue is going to be a factor over the course of this game. 15 players from each team won't win this match. It'll be 20 at the least. Ball goes out over the line. Just to run through Cork's passage, they beat Kilkenny 2-16 to 8 points in round 1. Tipperary 3-19 to 8 points in round 2. Didn't have victory against Galway. And they scored 2-26 in their win against Waterford, who got 3 points. And of course the semi-final, 3-13 to 15 points. The result in that day, Rose Murphy, Niamh McNabola, Rose Murphy, Amy Shepherd and Claudia Keane getting the goal. Niamh McNabola did get a point in that match. She's gotten 2 in this. Claire Kingston Trying to bring it out for Cork, the full-back. Corey Kenny in there, keeping tight. These rucks are going to be very, very important as Kayla Madden tries to bring it out. Good touch there by Maeve Ring for Cork. Sinead Hurley will be able to get that down the field. And Cork now trying to launch another attack. Claudia Keane, who got the last score of the game since a nice diagonal ball in. Ava Carr misses the ball for Galway. Cork in possession on the 65. Great intensity in this game. Ava Carr did enough to get it to Katie Anna Porter. And Joanne Daly launches the ball in towards the attack. Again, they're trying to isolate one-on-one situations for one of their inside players. This occasion, Maeve de Burka wins the ball for Cork. Maeve Ring with the blue boots. Just making a bit of work of it, but Avril Cashman has the ball. Cork linking up well in defence, Dara O'Brien. Out to the left to Millie Condon. Millie Condon sent it in towards the attack. They're also trying to do a 2-on-2 situation. And that bounced up nicely for Amy Shepherd. And now what can Amy Shepherd do with this? Amy Shepherd gets in, chance a shot. A hook there. The second one hit the side netting. But an important hook there by Ava Crow for Galway. Because Cork looked like they were in for the goal. We might see that at the moment. Amy Shepherd. Here we go now, Amy Shepherd on the run, but watch the Galway number 4 staying very, very close. Got the important hook, the second effort, hitting the side netting. Cork have scored at least 2 goals in every game they've played so far. They've yet to concede one. Avian Barry looking for an opportunity for a shot. That's going to drop into Caoimhe Buckley's hands. And the Cork goalkeeper takes her time before getting it away. So if you just joined us here, 9 minutes gone in the first ever All-Ireland U23 Camogie Final. Cork 3 points, Galway 2. Goal chance as well, and Jennifer Hughes launches a long ball, gets well underneath it, but as the Cork centre back, Dara O'Brien, the captain, Dara O'Brien I should say, wins the ball. It's going to be a free out for the Munster champions. Of course, we mentioned they played Tipperary twice in this competition. They had to go to extra time to beat Tipperary in the Munster final. But it was 2-6 to a point in the third quarter of their semi-final was the difference. This is the second All-Ireland final between Galway and Cork this year. Galway won the under-16 decider back in May. Cork attacker Claudia Keane couldn't control that. So it's going to be a Galway ball. But we were talking earlier on about trying to compare teams, and of course there was no minor championship in 2020 due to the pandemic. Cork have won minor championships in 2022 and 2023. They beat Galway in the 2022 decider by 2-11 to 2-7. They've also won 4 under-16 crowns since 2019, including a 3 in a row in 21, 22 and 23. Ava Carr in the green helmet wins the ball for Galway, trying to get it away. And it's Sinead Hurley there. Referee spotted a foul. Cork are going to get the free. Maeve Ring and Sinead Hurley showing their determination. So again, it's going to be the centre-back, the captain from Inniskeen. They take the free. And Dara O'Brien sends it down towards the attack. Should land with the Galway goalkeeper. You can see how, again, the ball bounces up so nice in this game. Perfect conditions for Camogie. And the players are living up to it so far. Laura Kelly sends the ball down, but Maeve Ring gets in the way. Just couldn't get control of it, but support is coming. Rose Murphy. Ava Fitzgerald. She'll go for the shot. Will Ava? That goes to the left. Wide. He has 2 wides apiece now in the game. Of course, players involved for Cork today. They're playing that 2022 minor final against Galway. Maeve de Burka, Avril Cashman. Zee McInerney sends the ball across. It was a hand ball. There's an advantage given. We're going back for the free, but you can see clearly the hand being pulled. A great ball across by Niamh McInerney. And Galway were nearly in for a goal scoring opportunity themselves. The Cork defender did what she had to do. It was Katie Gilchrist that nearly got in. So Laura Kelly, this should be the equaliser. So Laura Kelly inside the D, goes to the free. The umpire goes for the white flag. The ball has gone over the bar. 13 minutes gone in this game, level 3 times in this All-Ireland final. It's Galway 3 points, it's Cork 3. Cork over the short puck out. Avril Cashman inside the 45-metre line. Good work there by Claire Kingston, shaking off 2 tackles to get the ball in towards the attack. And again, very little. Rachel Kelly was very tight there to Claudia Keane. Ball nearly broke kindly for Isabel Sheehan. Good block there by Ava Fitzgerald, but Galway deal with it. Katie Anna Porter on her own 65-metre line. We'll send it towards Niamh McInerney. And the Galway number 13 flying there, but well read by Claire Kingston. Wins the ball for Cork. It's Darragh O'Brien. End-to-end stuff as we approach the end of the opening quarter. Claudia Keane tinted in towards the attack, batted out by the Galway defender. It'll come for Rachel Kelly. This is Jennifer Hughes. Jenny, she's known to by her friends. Getting the crossfield ball, the Cork fullback reading everything well, but Katie Gilchrist knocked it on the ground again, down towards Niamh McInerney. Herself and Maeve de Burka. They're as close as any best friends can be, even though they're more frenemies today. Bit of modern lingo for you. Cork's in it down towards the attack. This time Amy Shepherd is coming out to meet it. Can she find a way inside? She has, Amy Shepherd. And Amy Shepherd's on the move. Foul committed by Ava Crow. Free in for Cork. And you would guess this is their chance to go back in front. 7 of the Galway panel played that 2022 minor final, most of them playing today. Laura Freeney, Ava Crow, Rachel Kelly, Niamh McInerney, Aveen Barry, Catherine Hanley and Lana Fahy on the bench. Galway did beat Cork in the 2018 All-Ireland Under-16 final 7 years ago. Katie Anna Porter and Laura Kelly from that game are here today. And these two counties also met in the 2022 All-Ireland Intermediate Final. Interestingly, none of the Cork panel were involved in that game. Galway did win. And they had 7 panellists from this game. We'll watch this free first. As Amy Shepherd goes for the post. The free she won herself, not to be. Ball given as a wide. Just for the record, Katie Manning, Katie Anna Porter, Niamh McInerney, Jenny Hughes, Katie Gilchrist, Laura Kelly and Corey Kenny were the 7 Galway players on show here today that played in the All-Ireland victory in Croke Park a few years ago. Darragh O'Brien, Isabel Sheehan, gives the pass off, Emer Dignan. Cork just leaving a few chances behind. Of course, there's no real advantage who's playing what way. As Galway restart the action to Jennifer Hughes. Cork just leaving an extra buffer there in the way, and Claire Kingston keeping tight, but illegally so, says the match official. Corey Kenny wins the free. Galway have only led with the opening score of the game, a free by Laura Kelly. This will be her third of the match if it goes over. Laura Kelly has won Football All-Irelands at under 14 and twice at under 16. Loves to walk the dog. And is a Roscommon football supporter. She takes the free, but she's a star Galway camogie player. Puts it over the bar. And Galway go in front. It's Galway 4 points, Cork 3. Cork restart the action. Very close encounter. Great encounter. Two Galway players missed the ball, but the captain, Katie Manning from Mulla, will win it. She finds a teammate. The ball went out over the line. So that attack with Niamh McInerney won't count. Fintan McNamara, the official near side of the field, was quick out with the flag, saying that Laura Kelly just used too much wit here in the T West Gaelic grounds in Limerick. Both these counties, their senior teams, and there's many senior panelists represented both, will be involved next week in Nolan Park in Kilkenny for the All-Ireland, not next week, 2 weeks' time I should say, the All-Ireland Senior Camogie Championship semi-finals. Cork will be against Waterford, Galway will be against Tipperary. Emer Dykton there trying to keep her balance for Cork in the middle of all that. Galway have bodies in there, and it's Joanne Daly that takes it. Good touch there by Maeve Ring. But Galway keep going. Katie Gilchrist gives the pass to Cora Kenny. Couple of misjudged passes and catches in this contest. It's very hot out there. We can't say that enough. Sinead Hurley stood back from that ruck and it was the wise decision. She wins the ball for Cork, sending it down, but no different to Cork. Put up a screen. Galway have one there as well. Will it be efficient? Rachel Kelly says it will. She'll take the ball out to the 45-metre line. The pass down to Jennifer Hughes. Jennifer turns inside her opposite number, Ava Fitzgerald, moves towards the opposing 65-metre line. Rose Murphy with a touch, but loses out to Kayla Madden. Galway just getting themselves a bit mixed up at the moment. Cork are doing their work, making it difficult. Laura Kelly tried to hit it hard, but it's going to drop down. Niamh McInerney working hard. Claire Kingston doing well too. Oh, it's a good touch by Kayla Madden, but Cork have read it well. Back there to help out the defence is Isabel Sheehan. Isabel sends it down the field. This will be good for Cork if they can win the ball. Turns inside, and Amy Shepherd, not my fancy this, but Katie Anna Porter is back for Galway. On the 20-metre line, takes possession. She'll drive it up the field, but only as far as Avril Cashman. Isabel Sheehan on the 45-metre line has support. The hurl is gone. Advantage is given. I think we're going to go back first. So Isabel Sheehan wins the free. 20 minutes gone in the first half of this All-Ireland U23 Camogie Final. And we're going to have a hold up there for a moment. Galway player on the ground. So it'll be a Cork free in a way. Chance for players to get some water. We were wondering if we'd have an unofficial water break or not, but I don't think the officials will be too strict on players getting some liquid. Looks like Jennifer Hughes is the player down getting attention there. The Galway number 9. An All-Ireland winner also at under 16 level. We told you about Jenny, as our friends call her. She won a county intermediate camogie championship back in 2019 with her club, Karen Moore. And if you're out for a good evening, she's happy enough to play the trad music. A wheel worker for Galway. She's back on her feet, she's okay. Amy Shepherd scored 2-6 in the group game against Kilkenny. Going for a shot at the post, and that's gone over the bar. Cork get their point, and Cork are level again. It's Cork 4 points, it's Galway 4. Level 4 times. Nothing between these teams. Short puck out to Rachel Kelly, and she'll bring it up to the 45-metre line. Long ball into enemy territory. Cork at the bodies there reading it. Looks like Sinead Hurley is kind of playing more as a half-back, with a 2-on-2 inside. The referee has to whistle them out there if this doesn't go anywhere. So we're going to throw it in. So a throwing ball just inside the Cork 65-metre line. Sinead Hurley is in there for Cork. Let's go. We win the ball. Laura Kelly. Laura Kelly sending down the direction of Niamh McInerney. McInerney uses a bit of footwork there, but the numbers game played its part, and Millie Condon wins it for Cork. 2 passes later, it's with Claire Kingston. Up the field, but Galway are getting the reinforcements back. Great covering there by Katie Manning. Katie Anna Porter on the move there, getting away from Niamh McNabola. Joanne Daly, the 3 Galway halfbacks. Many felt their strength will be important if Galway are to win this game. And this might work out nicely. This is Kayla Madden. Kayla Madden, the shot, goal! A goal for Galway! And it's Kayla Madden that puts the ball into the back of the net. But even she will acknowledge the contribution of the 3 halfbacks. Katie Manning, Katie Anna Porter, Joanne Daly with the final pass, and Kayla Madden puts the ball into the back of the net. Galway 1-4, Cork 4 points, and that is the first goal that Cork have conceded in the 2025 All-Ireland U23 Camogie Championship. Galway got 6 against Waterford, but only 2 in their other 4 games. But they've gotten a goal here, and it's Galway 3 points in front. How can Cork respond? The next score is going to be very important, even this early in the game. Jennifer Hughes with the ball without over the line. Difficult one to judge for the players as the shadow of the main stand seems to go along the end line but turns in a little bit. Both teams getting behind their players. Amy Shepherd to take the sideline cut. She's taken better once than that, Jennifer Hughes. Send it down towards the attack. Millie Condon. Laura Kelly wins this. Again down towards Niamh McInerney. Maeve de Burger giving her no room, but Niamh managed to get a shot off. It's deflected inside. And Kayla Madden is there again. And Cork have help from Avril Cashman, but they haven't got outside. Maeve de Burger struggling with the ball at the moment. Niamh McInerney has it back for Galway. She'll go for the shot. It's going to go across the goal. Out wide. Third wide of the game. And Cork are just rattled at the moment. They have the experience and the know-how to work their way out of this. Emer Dryden will chase after this, but Rachel Kelly comes out to win it for Galway. Cora Kenny has forced Millie Condon back as a defender. Millie Condon did well there to win it for Cork. She's covered a lot of ground in the early stages of this match. Cork won't panic. Dara O'Brien. Ava Fitzgerald. Shakes off a high challenge. Cork supporters looking for a free. Play continues on. This is Sinead Hurley. That ball is going to go to the right and wide. 5th wide of the game for Cork. 4 minutes to half time. Ball lands out in the middle as Kayla Madden grows in influence. Dara O'Brien has worked hard for her team so far. Touched it on the ground. So it's going to be a Galway free. So Laura Kelly. Just inside the 65-metre line. She's tried one from distance before, dropped short. We're 27 minutes gone. Laura Kelly with the fray. This might travel, and it travels over the bar. And Galway get another score from Laura Kelly, and they go 4 points in front. It's Galway 1-5, Cork 4 points. Galway in their best position in the championship so far, Cork in uncharted waters. And the heat of the sun continues to get stronger as Rachel Kelly shows the foot skills. It's actually Ava Carr, my apologies. This is Kayla Madden. Kayla Madden to Aoibhinn Barry. Aoibhinn Barry gets blocked down by Sinead Hurley. Rose Murphy with the ball, and she gives it to Ava Fitzgerald. Ava Fitzgerald sending it down in towards the attack, looking for Amy Shepherd to get in this, but Amy can't find a way inside. The referee says she was impeded illegally. Decision going against the Galway full-back, Sarah Lyons. So Cork will get a chance to bring this back to a 3-point ball game. Amy Shepherd was a club all-star in Cork in 2024. The most memorable performance, 2-4. Were clocked over against Corsie Rovers in the quarter-final. Takes the free, puts it over the bar. She's doing what she can to keep her team in the game. And it's back to 3 points. Cork 5 points, Galway 1-5. We're keeping an eye on the fourth official. Galway go for the short puck out. Bit of pace in it, but it might work out for them. It might work out for Cork as Ava Fitzgerald has the ball. Ava Fitzgerald is on the move there. Can she find a way inside? She looked for the space. The referee says she took too many steps. The decision just going against her, so no score there. So it's going to be a free out for Galway. And the fourth official is going for the board. So we're just waiting for official confirmation. I think he signaled 1 minute. But I don't know if that's say 1 minute of the 30 or are we going to have added time. Maybe we won't. There hasn't been many stops. One of note to Jennifer Hughes. Cork are on the move. Avril Cashman. Last time she went in a run, she got a great score. That's a great puck down there by Corey Kenny for Galway. Every ball being contested. Ava Carr picked off the ground, says the official. As we approach the 30-minute mark, and we are going to have 1 additional minute of added time. So it's going to be a free taken by Ava Fitzgerald. You can see the 30 minutes now. We've just hit it. 1 more minute. Says the fourth official. Galway in front by 3 points. The two counties before and at their under-15s playing the game. Galway won that. Ava Crow. Katie Anna Porter. That's actually Katie Manning. Hands just letting down Laura Kelly in that occasion. Avril Cashman. Minor in 2022. To restart the action. Cork want to score before half time. She's missed it. She'll go again, no doubt. Getting the touch off the Galway stick. Ava Crow. It'll go out for another Cork ball. So, Niamh McNabola sends it down. Katie Manning gets in the way. Wins the ball. Passes Joanne Daly. Laura Kelly. Dara O'Brien. And the referee blows the half-time whistle. And what an entertaining opening half it has been to the first ever All-Ireland Under-23 Camogie Final. End to end with the opportunities, end to end with the scoring, end to end with the defensive blocks. Teams level on 4 occasions in the opening 22 minutes. Cork having the best goal-scoring opportunity of the game as well. That hit the side netting. But it was Galway then that got their goal in 24 minutes after their 3 halfbacks combined. The latter, Joanne Daly, setting up Kayla Madden, who put the ball into the back of the net. Cork have it back with important scores as well. Amy Shepherd leading the cause in attack. Niamh McNabola getting 2 points earlier on, but they trail by 3 points at the break. However, this game is all set up for a cracking second half. We're going to take a breather here now from the commentary of the game in the T West Gaelic grounds, but we'll be back very, very shortly with live coverage of the second half of the All-Ireland U23 Camogie Final. At half-time, it's Galway who lead. The goal by Kayla Madden. The difference between the teams, it's Galway 1-5. It's Cork 5 points. Thank you very much and welcome back here to the TUS Gaelic Grounds in Limerick as we get ready for the second half of the first ever All-Ireland U23 Camogie Final. The half-time score, Galway 1-5, Cork 5 points. No sign of Galway for the start of the second half so far. Cork already out on the field of play, having conceded their first goal of this year's championship, and to be looking for a way to bring themselves back in the contest. We're having a quick look around the Cork 15 on the field. No standout substitution so far, so we'll see if we've missed anyone in a moment. No sign of Galway yet. Indeed, a guard of honour has been lined up for Galway out on the left from their rest of their panel. Both substitutes are out doing drills at half time, but it is a very, very hot day here in Limerick. But an excellent exhibition of camogie, it has to be said. The scores in the first half were Cork, seen there on the field, Niamh McNabola with 2 points, Amy Shepherd with 2 frees, Claudia Keane with a point. And as Galway come out on the field of play, it's Laura Kelly with 4 frees, Kayla Madden with a goal, and Niamh McInerney with a point from play. And they are the Galway scores. So Galway back out in the field for the second half. Can they be the first ever All-Ireland Under-23 Camogie champions? Or can Cork overcome the concession of their first goal this year and turn this around like they did in the group stages? And also it should be remembered that Cork were trailing in Tipperary at half-time in the semi-final, but didn't hit the ground running in the second half. No sign of any Galway changes at the moment, so it looks like the same 30 players and the official Barry Nee from County Westmeath will get us up and running for the start of the second half. Our coverage here in the Camogie Association YouTube channel, brought to you in association with Entray. Galway 1-5, Cork 5 points, a free for Galway. Decision given against the Cork centre-back Darragh O'Brien, who went down on the ground, and she will receive some attention. Not just is she aiming to captain Cork to an All-Ireland title here today, she has done it before for her school, Sacred Heart in Clonakilty, led them to an All-Ireland junior title back in 2019. So just about 35 seconds if you're only just joining us after a cup of tea. Darragh O'Brien thankfully is okay and back on her feet. Cork's captain. The referee now is, I can only guess it was he's giving this as a charge. There was contact. I didn't think it was a charge myself, but the referee much closer to the action. So a double whammy for Cork at the start, but their captain is okay. Galway will have the free. So Laura Kelly looking for her 5th score of the match. Takes the free. Is it accurate? I don't think it is. No, it goes out to the left and wide. Galway 3 wides, Cork at 5 in the opening half. Galway's first in the second period. Eva Buckley letting the ball down. 2 players there getting to know each other, but nothing too physical. Jenny Hughes in there as well as a bit of afters, and the decision goes the Cork players' way. So Niamh McNabola in the wars there, but gets rewarded with the free. And Amy Shepherd try and bring this back to a 2-point ball game. Which of the management teams will introduce a change first? Ger Manley, the manager of Cork, Daniel Morrissey, Amy O'Riordan, Tygo O'Riordan, Sean Lesk and David Galvin, his backroom team. Amy Shepherd got 1-7 in the semi-final against Tipperary. Takes the free. It's going to drop short. Claudia Keane tried to lash a overhead effort, but the Galway goalkeeper Laura Freeney is out. Gives it to Rachel Kelly. And this is Katie Anna Porter. Out to the 45-metre line. Avril Cashman. But it's the other number 7, Joanne Daly, that wins the ball. Her deliveries are lethal. Niamh McInerney has worked very, very hard in this game for Galway. She has 1 point herself, but has been involved in a couple of other scores. Cork win the ball back. Ava Fitzgerald moving up the field past the 45-metre line. Player out to the left. This is good by the Munster champions. Maeve Ring sending the ball down towards the attack, and this is Claudia Keane. Claudia trying to find a way inside. Katie Anna Porter said no, but give away the free. So Claudia Keane goes to ground, and Amy Shepherd, you would feel, will put this over the bar. And bring it back to a 2-point ball game. No score in the second half so far, nearly 4 minutes gone. Amy Shepherd, as the Gaelic grounds in Limerick goes quiet. Will hit this in the direction of Thomond Park. Not quite, it's gone to the left. She'll be disappointed with that. And Cork missing a few shots that they have not been missing in the championship so far. Galway look like they might be making a change shortly. Ava Joyce looks like she'll be introduced. This is Kayla Madden, the goal scorer. Moving down the left, looking for options inside. That might come for Niamh McInerney. Niamh McInerney, can she get the shot off here? Turns on her left hand side, goes for the shot. Wasn't going for the goal. But Caoimhe Buckley couldn't take any chances. We're back here now with Galway on the attack again. Cork pulling the bodies back. They have to. They can't afford to give anything cheap away. Katie Gilcrease with the shot. Not to be. That goes left. A real battle there at the time. It looked like we're going to have this change. So, Ava Joyce comes on the field. Or she's not on yet. From Salton, not the Cara, will be introduced. And she's going to come on for the full forward Corey Kenny. Corey Kenny had been involved in a couple of scores. The Galway manager, Colin Murray, having a chat with the Lions people. But we're ready to go again. Caoimhe Buckley goes with a short puck out. No score in the second half so far. Galway won 5, Cork 5 points. Dave Ring passes it across. Darragh O'Brien tried to get it off. Got it intercepted, but Eber Dignan read it well. Sent it down. 13 against 4 battle. Galway win possession back. Kayla Madden. Into the cross. Jenny Hughes. Jennifer's on the move here now. She'll go for a shot. Is that good? That's gone over the bar. And Jennifer Hughes gets the opening score of the second half. One from distance, a well-taken point. And it's Galway 1-6, Cork 5 points. 4 points between the teams. Cork restart. Millie Condon coming out to the middle of the field. Isabel Sheehan just didn't get control under pressure. Niamh McInerney. She's sending the ball inside for Katie Gilcrease, and this might work out for Galway. Katie Gilcrease, she looks to get something out of it. These goes, tries to go in for goal. Support is coming, and the goalkeeper Caoimhe Buckley made a very, very important interception there. And she had to make an important interception there. There's a shot coming from Laurie Kelly, and Laurie Kelly puts the ball over the bar. Galway get another score. It could have been more. As Katie Gilcrease was trying to find Ava Joyce, but Caoimhe Buckley came out to the rescue. 175 points to Galway. Bit concerned there. Claire Kingston is on the ground for Cork, so we're going to have a hold up and play. Won an Ashburn Cup, Claire Kingston with University of Limerick. Not far away from here. She studied business, of course, minor winner back in 2019. And she was on the third level team of the year in 2024. She's kept Cork's defence tight in the first half. She's back on her feet and she's good to go. 5 points between the teams here. Cork over the short puck out. Quiva Buckley to Kingston. Ball gets away. Goes out over the line, and Cork are just making some mistakes here. Laura Kelly. Ava Fitzgerald. Still though, take a very brave person to rule out Cork. Maeve Ring on the move now for Cork. This is good. Isabel Sheehan. Isabel Sheehan might give it back to Maeve. No, she might go herself with Isabel Sheehan. Spots the gap coming inside. The Cork number 10. She gets closed out. Was Ava Carr the player that got in the way for Galway? Referee having a good look. This is going to be a throwing ball on the 20-metre line. But Cork there, between Ava Fitzgerald, Maeve Ring and Isabel Sheehan, nearly found a way in. One moment can change this game. Katie Manning wins the ball for Galway. Offloads to Kayla Madden. Well, didn't quite, because Emer Dignan got in the way, but Aveen Barry is there. The referee's blown the whistle. So, was there a looks like it's a decision going Cork's way anyway. A late challenge. So Cork will have a free inside their own 65-metre line. So it's going to be Dara O'Brien. Dara O'Brien with the free. Sends it down in towards the attack. Amy Shepherd has possession. Amy Shepherd moving down the right. Laura Kelly stay with her, but Amy will have a go. Into the hands of the goalkeeper, Laura Freeney. Katie Anna Porter. Joanne Daly. But Galway haven't dealt with this. And Cork now realising the urgency of their situation. Getting a battle on the D. And the referee's saying enough of that. Bit stop start in the second half so far. We just need to check the score of the game. We have it 175 points, but the scoreboard here in Limerick doesn't. So the ball down the field. That's going to be won by Sinead Hurley. Out towards the middle of the park. So Cork are on the move. Number 8 is Emer Dignan. That ball goes wide. So 175 points to Galway. Galway playing with the ball out the far side of the field. Cork have managed to win it back. Chance here for Cork. That's going to drop again Laura Freeney's been very, very alert in goal. So it's a bit of tennis at the moment on the final weekend of Wimbledon. Cork have the ball again. This is Claire Kingston. And it's Ava Fitzgerald puts the ball over the bar. Big score for Cork. Brings it back to what we believe is a 4-point ball game, but we are looking for confirmation there because the scoreboard here in Limerick has not given one of the Galway points. So we have it. We have the media up here. I believe it should be 1-7 to Galway, 6 points to Cork. The scoreboard here is not. Galway made a change. We'll tell you about that in a moment. And Katie Gilchrist has been brought off. So we're just trying to get confirmation. Has the score not been given? Ava Bloomer is on. If you're a Galway supporter, Cork player goes to ground. So Ava Fitzgerald, who got that point a moment ago. Referee says it was a throw. Well, Cork are getting their moment here now. Can they make it count? The scoreboard has been changed here. We knew here in entry we weren't wrong with the scoreboard. Owen smiles at me and I smile watching the action because it's a very good game of camogie we're witnessing here. Dara O'Brien. Sends it down towards the corner. This is Amy Shepherd. Amy Shepherd trying to come inside. Cork also had a change. We'll tell you about that in a moment. Claudia Keane got a point there on but gives it away. Pace again starting to pick back up as we enter the final quarter. So it's Galway 1-7, Cork 6 points. No disputing about that now. This is Dara O'Brien. Cork need the next score to bring it back to 3. Rose Murphy, can she deliver it? No, she can't because Joanne Daly said no. But Joanne has given it back to Ava Fitzgerald. That's going to go tail to the left. And the ball goes wide for Cork. You can just hear the support here in the TUS Gaelic grounds. They are loving this match. Amy McCarthy was the Cork player that came on. We're having a quick run through to see who's the Cork player that's gone. Galway win the free for the chop down. So Laura Kelly is going to take the free. So a chance now to restore a 5-point advantage. Laura Kelly as it goes quiet again. Another Galway change will be happening shortly. Laura Kelly with the free. Laura Kelly puts the ball over the bar in the 18th minute. 1-8 to Galway. 6 points to Cork. Galway are making another change. Orla Mullins is coming on for the goal scorer, Kayla Madden. Now wasting time with the changes there. Galway 5 points in front. 12 minutes to go. Cork needs to get something quickly. Emer Dignan put her hand up for the ball. Ball goes out over the line, up to Cork number 11. It's going to be a Galway ball. Someone's lost a helmet. or needs a helmet. The action right in front of us here in the commentary box is Jennifer Hughes. Linda low, but as far as Rachel Kelly who's pushed up the field. Rachel Kelly, 2 substitutes there. This is number 22, Ava Bloomer. And she wins the free. So Laura Kelly, these big frees. Can she put 6 between them? And then Cork will really need to find something. Laura Kelly keeps her composure, puts the free over the bar in the 20th minute. And it's 1-9 to 6 points. And Cork need the next score, need the next few scores. There's still plenty of time if you're a Cork supporter. Ava Fitzgerald won't be found wanting in trying to get Cork in back in this game. But they've only got 1 point in the second half. Aveen Barry with the ball. Trying to release it, sends it into enemy territory. Galway have the ball back. But the referee says that Niamh McInerney took too many steps. And Cork will have a free. One you would feel they have to get something out of. Claudia Keane goes to the ground, wins the free. So Amy Shepherd is going to take the free. Won by Claudia Keane. And now this to bring it back to a 5-point ball game. We're inside the final 10 minutes. Amy Shepherd with the free. This needs to go over for Cork. It hasn't. And Cork are in trouble here, you would feel. They needed that. Just on this particular day, a lot of those are not going over. They've been going over throughout the championship. However, the players in the field, the players still capable and good enough to fix it. Niamh McNabola is the player that went off earlier on for Cork. That's so Amy McCarthy introduced. Ball gets away from Amy Shepherd. And another change there. Maeve Ring is coming off. I think it was number 18, Ella Wigginton Barrett, that came on. That's, speaking of the devil, that's her there. Can she change this game for Cork? Gives the pass off to Isabel Sheehan. Isabel Sheehan will go for the shot. Did she get the power of that? Not to be. And Laura Freeney takes possession for Galway. She hasn't had to pull off any super saves in this match, but she's been so composed in front of goal. Niamh McInerney has been a challenge to deal with. Claire Kingston tries to go forward. Claire Kingston done well. She'll send it in. Galway won the ball back. The next score is critical. 7 minutes to go. 6 points between the teams. Aoibhinn Barry. In towards Niamh McInerney. But Sinead Hurley will take this for Cork. Galway are going to make another change. Opportunity here, Niamh McInerney, will she take this ball? She'll go for the shot. And Niamh McInerney puts the ball over the bar. In the 24th minute of the game. Her work has been unreal. Set up by Orla Mullins. Cork desperately needs scores. Catherine Hanley will be into the field of play shortly for Galway. This is Cork in the attack. This is Emer Duignan. Emer Duignan will play the ball off to Amy McCarthy. Amy McCarthy, can she find a way inside and need something out of this? And again, into the hands of the goalkeeper. Ava Crow takes the pass. Goes out over the line. And now we're going to have to change. Aoibhinn Barry will be going off for Galway. Catherine Hanley coming on. Cork are also lining up Niamh O'Regan. Actually, and two of them. Erin Curtin. Great support here. This is Orla Mullins. We'll see Catherine Hanley there as well. Orla Mullins touching along the ground. Their team 7 in front. Catherine Hanley sends it out to Laura Kelly. Can Laura Kelly pop this over? That goes out to the right and wide. Oh, it's one back. Catherine Hanley just in the field of play. Puts the ball over the bar. And Galway get another score. And it's now 4 in a row for Galway. 111 to 6 points. And as a change is made by Cork, they're going to make a double change. Their centre back is going off anyway, Dara O'Brien. And Niamh O'Regan is on the field of play. Well, I thought it was the centre back going off. I haven't seen her leave yet. Avril Cashman also leaving the field of play. Erin Curtin on for her. So all three Cork half-backs have gone off the field of play. Galway in the attack here now. Ava Bloomer. Free, one inside. Amy Shepherd wins the free. Amy Shepherd will take the free herself. She puts the ball over the bar. 3 minutes to go. And it's 111 to 7 points. Galway on the verge of victory. The substitutes really having a difference is coming on as Ava Joyce. Plays the pass off just over hit. Battle in the middle. And Galway making another change. Laura Kelly is coming off. And coming on for her is Chloe Allen. And she's getting a round of applause. So we can just tell you that the media are just going through the various different players to see who they think for the player of the match. They'll watch the action of the field of play. One of the contenders will certainly be Niamh McInerney, the number 13 for Galway. Might have only scored 1 point, but has been involved in various different scores and has caused problems in the Cork defence. Of course, the defence as well have been superb. So this is now Maeve de Burka. 2 minutes of added time will be played. And unless Cork now can find 3 big scores, Galway are going to become the first ever All-Ireland U23 Camogie champions. Just to correct myself, Niamh McInerney scored 2 points in this game. Joanne Daly along the ground. So this is Ava Fitzgerald. Rachel Kelly. Pass out here for Cork. This is an opportunity for them to get back in this game. Isabel Sheehan coming inside. Isabel Sheehan with a shot. A goal for Cork. Is there time? A goal for Cork. It's Isabel Sheehan who rattles the back of the net. And all of a sudden it's back to 4 points. Surely there isn't time for Cork, but what an excellent goal there by the Munster champions. Ball out to the right. Isabel Sheehan worked her way inside and rattled the back of the net. And you can hear the Cork roar now getting up for this. They still think there's a chance. 2 minutes were announced. There's about 30 seconds to go. And a ball over the line. Jennifer Hughes does well. So the ball down the field. And Cork are in the move here again. It is Erin Curtin. What she held. She was held. It's going to be a free. And Cork are determined to give us a grandstand finish here. So now, what did the referee say to Amy Shepherd? Because they need another chance. She'll pop this over the bar if she's time. She went for the goal, teased the defence, drops it over the bar. It's back to 3 points. It all down now to Barry Neal, the referee. Is there enough time? It's 1-8 to Cork, 1-11 to Galway. Can Cork get one more chance to save this game? The referees blow the final whistle. It's all over. And Galway are the All-Ireland U23 Camogie champions for the first time ever. They led 1-5 to 5 points at half time. Caleb Madden putting the ball into the back of the net. But it was the second half, and indeed, most of it, Cork managed just one score, a point by Ava Fitzgerald, while Galway sent over 6 scores in that period to go 1-11 to 6 points in front. Credit to Cork, a team that they were all year. They went down fighting all the way. Amy Shepherd got 2 frees, either side of a goal by Isabel Sheehan, to bring it back to a 3-point ball game. But in the end of the day, it's Galway who are your All-Ireland U23 Camogie champions. An excellent competition, an excellent exhibition of Camogie, and Galway are the victors. Don't go away. We have the presentation of you coming up very, very shortly, plus post-match reaction from the winning camp. But the final score here in the TUS Gaelic Grounds in Limerick, Galway, the winners by 3 points. It finished Galway 1-11, Cork 1-8.
We have such a prestigious venue here to showcase this first ever final, and what a fantastic day we've had today to showcase our final, and finally what a fantastic game we had today, befitting our under-23A final. I want to thank everybody associated with Gaelic Park. Toos Gaelic Park is a fantastic facility, and it was made available to us, and at a relatively last moment we asked could we have a double header to allow the under-15 girls from Cork and Galway to play the game that was deferred from last week to here. No problem at all. And that's the kind of cooperation that we get from everybody here at Toos Gaelic Park and from Limerick GAA. And I'd like a round of applause, please, for all involved in Limerick GAA and Toos Gaelic Park for the cooperation with us. I want to commend those under-15 girls who played earlier on as a curtain raiser, a cracking game of camogie. I'd like to commend those players, their coaches, their parents, their clubs, their schools, and our management teams who had them prepped so well for a super game today. Well done to both sets of panels. We hope they enjoyed the opportunity to play here today. You can applaud the under-15s as well. I want to thank our officials. Barry, fantastic job. I'd say you're taking on water. A fantastic job, gents. Very difficult in those conditions for you as well. Sometimes we focus on the players and forget that the ref is running up and down the field just as much. So can I get a round of applause for our officials who did a super job here today. I want to thank all of the supporters who are here today, who have come and have travelled over the course of this competition and supported these two teams obviously today, but thanks to the wider supporter group who've gotten behind this competition, gotten behind these girls and supported them over the course of the 23s competition. It's a competition that we introduced this year deliberately as a mechanism to facilitate the ongoing development of our players, and I think it has worked very, very well. So to the supporters who got behind it, give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you very much for supporting the girls and for being here today. I want to thank and commend the management teams of both teams. You did a fantastic job in prepping your teams today. The conditions out there for the players were very, very difficult, which meant I'm sure that changes had to be made to the way you set up your teams and the way you played your game. Well done to both sets of management teams, and thank you for the effort that you put in week by week, month by month for the development of camogie. So well done to both management teams. Finally, I want to thank the players from both teams. That was a cracking game of camogie, right down to the wire at the end. Could have gone any way at the end. Really, really difficult conditions. I'm sweating and I'm standing up here in the shade and not moving. I can only imagine what it's been like for the players out in the field. So can I get a round of applause overall just for the players, for the work that they've put in today and over the season. It's been fantastic. So you'll be delighted to know I'm coming to the end of my few words. I have two presentations to make. The first is the presentation of the player of the match. Quite a number of candidates on both teams could have been selected, but the person who was selected is from Galway. She's on the full forward line. It's the number 13, Niamh McInerney. And that leaves me with one final job to do, and that is to call on the captain of the first ever under-23A winning team. That team is from Galway. That captain is Katie Manning.
It's an absolute honour to accept this cup on behalf of the Galway Camogie team. First of all, I'd like to thank the Camogie Association and the President, Brian Malloy, for organising such a competitive competition. I think it has brought on camogie a lot, and it's given girls an opportunity to thrive and to compete. So thanks a million to the Camogie Association. To the referee, Barry Nee, and all his officials, fair play to you. The conditions out there weren't easy today, so thanks a million. And to the two Gaelic grounds and all the grounds people here, the pitch is in unreal condition, and thanks a million for letting us play here. To our sponsors, Kirby Engineering and Construction, and to our county board, thanks a million for supporting us in everything we do and giving us everything that we need to play, so thanks a million. And to all the clubs around Galway for giving us access to all their pitches since December or January, fair play to you, thanks a million. To our management team, our liaison officer Anne Kearney, video analysis Martin McLaughlin, sports psychologist Derek Thornton, physios Fiona and Thomas, nutritionist Nicole Shaw, logistics Mike Binden, kitmen John Manton and Mickey Grealish. Sorry, I keep going on, it's very long. To Neil in the fit house in Oranmore, and our S&Cs Ewan and Adrian, our goalkeeping coach Philip, our coaches Shane, Damien, Conor Dolan and John Connors, and our manager Cathal Murray. Thanks a million. You're the ones that drive us on day in, day out, and thanks so much for everything you do for us. You're unreal. To the 30 girls here on the panel, and to our senior panel as well, thanks so much. You're driving us on every day. And honestly, I can't thank you enough for the work you've all put in. And out there today, you just died with your boots on, and I can't thank you enough, so thank you. And to Cork, thanks for putting up a savage battle. Honestly, you'd have never say die attitude right till the last minute when you got that goal at the end. You died with your boots on as well, and fair play to you, so well done. That's all. Thank you.
Up, we gotta do a cheer.
Go down here.
Thank you very much. Welcome back here to the TUS Gaelic grounds in Limerick. As you can see, the heat is hitting us here. Supporters are enjoying themselves. We're going to have a quick word with the Galway manager, Cathal Murray. And Cathal, first things first, congratulations. Any day you win in All-Ireland is a great day, but this has to be a very satisfying victory.
Oh yeah, definitely. Look at it's a group that have really embraced the competition, to be honest with you, and they put incredible effort over the last number of weeks. We were probably late getting to the party, I suppose. It was late when we were ratified and all that, but we probably 10 girls on the senior panel, and it was great for them to get game time, because like you've 33, 34 on the panel, and it's very hard for everyone of them to get game time, so it was a great competition in that regard. And the girls that came in just really embraced it, and to be honest with you, I know things didn't really go well for us down in Cork 5-6 weeks ago, but we knew we were better than that, and we knew if we put in the work that we'd improve and probably get back here. And I suppose the two games against Kilkenny really set us up for this. We just won't get over the line in the semi-final, and we knew that. And look, at coming down today, it was all about our performance, and look, we performed really well, thank God, and got the scores and it mattered, and brilliant win.
Brilliant win too, and of course you up for it from the very, very start. Laurie Kelly getting a free in the opening moment, level 4 times. It was always, I won't say it was outstanding that match, it was matching up, and then what a team goal with the 3 half-backs involved, finishing with Kayla Madden putting the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, it was brilliant team goal, as you said, 3 half-backs. Joanne doesn't normally be up that far, but look, she did excellent, and look, it was really nice to see Kayla getting a goal. I think she had a really tough week in Clonmerdale. She's the grandniece of Iggy Daly, and listen, she was still a training Monday, she was a training Wednesday, and that'll tell you the calibre of player you have there. She's an incredible worker. She ran herself into the ground, and it was great to see her getting the goal. I think Iggy Daly was helping from up above, and that was a nice touch.
Yeah, our thoughts of the family of Vicky Daly there too. A lovely message there, Carl. Defensively in general, like even Laura Freeney and goal looks so composed. Like I said in the commentary, she never had a shot to save. She didn't need to, because she was so in control of any ball that came in. No,
I think, look at the defence, in fairness, I think we were kind of under pressure the first couple of minutes. They got a couple of early scores, but I thought, look at they're fantastic. Like I said, Rachel Kelly and Katie Anna And but that's the way they've been all year long. You know, they've been exceptional players. And like, look at, I suppose my wish is that some of them now will go on and play senior this year or certainly next year. You know, they're good enough to do it, and I hope this gives them a huge amount of confidence. You know, but look at our work rate all over the field was exceptional. That was the thing that really set down the marker, and I think we got huge impact off our bench. You know, Evan Rowan come on, won a couple of frees. You know, Orla Mullen set up a point for Niamh McInerney. Catherine Hanley got a point just after coming on. You know, they all kind of contributed, and we've had that all year. We got a huge impact off the bench. You know, Alana Fahy was impacting all year long. Only for her we wouldn't be here, to be honest with you. And look at that's what it's about your squad, and everyone can't play, unfortunately, but the players that did today just put the shoulder to the wheel, and it was brilliant to see.
Yeah, you mentioned work rate as well, and I think it was 3 or 4 scores as your substitutes were involved, but you mentioned Niamh McInerney there as well. Her work rate from the start, pulling defenders left, right and centre, set up 3 scores, got 2 herself. You know, deserving player of the match. Oh
yeah, Niamh has been one of the standout performers for us and in this competition all year, in fairness, and she's been excellent. Look at she's played senior early on in the league. She's played there for a reason. She's really, really good and really shown up at training. And look at, she's one of the players that has it. You know, she's good enough to go on and play senior, and look at, hopefully she kicks on now, and we see her playing the Galway jersey at senior level plenty of times.
Carl, before I let you go, a cheeky one here, because Galway 116 to 123. Now you're going after the triple there as well. Big game coming up in 2 weeks against Tipperary.
Yeah, a massive game. Listen, to be honest with you, it's the biggest game of our year now. We know that. Like, you know, look, we were beaten in their learning final last year, and this year revolved on getting back there. But look at Tipperary on a high note. The hurlers win in the semi-final as well, and it's going to be a feel-good factor down there. So they got a huge amount of momentum with the Kilkenny game. And listen, we know ourselves, like, you know, we feel if we perform, we're as good as any team. But look, we have to perform now, and look at, hopefully these girls will give this a big lift. You know, it's under 23 and senior, we're training side by side, and there's a really close connection and a really close bond between them. So hopefully, you know, you have 10 girls coming in now, they're learning medals into the panel on Monday night. That's going to give our girls a huge lift. You know, we need that. And listen, we're not going to talk it down. 2 weeks' time is the biggest game of our year, and we had to perform down on Park, and hopefully we will, and hopefully this will give the girls a kick now to do that.
Well, we certainly hope so. We're going to let you enjoy this moment, Carl. Thanks a million for joining us. That's the Galway Senior and Under 23 Camogie manager, Carl Murray, chatting to us. We're going to have a quick look around here and grab 1 or 2 players. There's 2 in particular that we are looking for, and as soon as I spot them, Owen, our cameraman, might follow me with them there as well. We'll try and find the captain, Katie Manning, or the player of the match, Niamh McInerney. So we'll have a quick look with them in just a moment, and we'll just gradually move along there until we find one in particular. So we're doing a bit of a mobile coverage here at the moment at the All-Ireland U23 Camogie Final, as the Galway players celebrate with their supporters as well, and rightfully so. It's all about family, it's all about the occasion there as well, and these players have worked very, very hard. So there's 2 in particular we're looking for. Bear in us a moment. As soon as we find one of the 2 we're looking for, we'll dart over to them very, very quickly. Now we have managed to get one of our 2 people. We're delighted to be joined by the All-Ireland winning Galway Under-23 Camogie captain, Katie Manning. And Katie, first things first, congratulations. What a team performance.
Oh, thank you so much. It just feels so surreal. To have an All-Ireland medal in our pocket, I think, is the first thing that we can't believe. And to be the first team to win at this grade is just unbelievable. I just cannot believe it. I'm so proud and so happy.
And you're rightfully to be proud and happy too, because you've made history as well. You're the first ever Under-23 All-Ireland winning captain. And again, with this Galway team, he came together, he worked hard, took probably a couple of games to get really into the flow, but he delivered the big matches, and he certainly delivered today.
Yeah, definitely. I think early on in the championship, I think we sort of needed time to sort of build our panel and everything. We were sort of late on coming together as a group, but I think game on game we grew as a panel and grew as a team, and we just got so confident in our abilities, and we knew well that we can reach any limit that we want to, so we're just delighted that we got over the line today.
What was it like playing out there? Because I was out in the field there at the start there where we were doing the intro, and I was ready to come back to the commentary box. He ran in that for 60 plus minutes.
Yeah, it was absolutely sweltering out there, I can't lie, but Look, we knew we had ourselves hydrated and prepped as much as we could, and I think our bench really, when we were starting to die a bit out there, our bench came on, and every turnover that they made, I think it just drove us further and drove us on to get over the line at the finish.
Yeah, because this is a Cork team that came in with dangerous forwards. It built up deserving reputations based on their performances, not just in under-23 and minor, but as a back seven. And I mentioned talking to Carl, Laura Freeney's composure and goal, but the six of you, he just worked and worked.
Yeah, we knew we really had to hold our own today, but we had sort of players dropping back, and we just held our own, and I think we really defended as a unit, and it really paid off today.
You're involved in the goal. We have to talk about that. A very, very important goal. Caleb Madden got it, but it all started with you back in defence. And I said it in the newspapers a couple of times, as a half-back trio, you just seem to have that understanding. Little did we think that yourself, Katie Anna Porter and Joanne Daly would all be involved in setting up the important goal.
Yeah, I think the management nearly called us a bit of a platform there, but we need to be to drive up the field and sort of play it through the lines and stuff. And I thought Joanne Daly was nearly going to finish it herself. She was up there amongst it all as well. But I'm absolutely delighted for Kayla to get the finish there, and I think that really just gave us that lift that we needed before half time, because before that there was nothing in it. There was only a puck of a ball in it really between us.
Katie, just 2 or 3 questions and I'll let you go. Then this is asking the obvious one. I think you've answered already. What does this mean for the panel and yourself personally to win the All-Ireland, but also what you've achieved here today, not just the victory but the performance?
I think it means the absolute world to all of us. I think a lot of us are never going to get the opportunity to win at this grade again. A lot of us are over the age group for it next year, so I think it just means absolutely everything, and I think hopefully it'll drive on our senior panel to do the business in 2 weeks' time as well against Tipperary. So I think as a unit we're just all aiming towards the bigger picture really.
Well, we look forward to the bigger picture as well. At the end of the day, this is here for the development going forward. Have to ask you, and I don't think our viewers will mind here, because my mammy's from Mullia, you're from Mullia, half of Mullia is here. Great celebrations among family and friends.
Oh, definitely. It's absolutely unreal, and I'm so happy that so many of them came out to support us today. So we'll be rocking in the spinner tonight anyways, for fact.
And that brings me to the last question. We're going to the wheel later on for celebrations.
Definitely.
Katie Mannion, you're the All-Ireland winning Galway Under-23 Camogie captain. Congratulations on the fantastic results, and thanks a million for joining us.
Thanks very much, Sharon. Thank you.
Pleasure as ours. That was Katie Mannion. We did see the player of the match, Niamh McInerney, running around there somewhere, so we're going to try and get her very, very quickly. And if we can get Niamh McInerney, we will finish up here. And now we're going to wrap up here with the player of the match, Niamh McInerney. And Niamh, first things first, congratulations, Galway All-Ireland champions.
Yeah, thanks a million. It's such a surreal feeling. I can't believe it, to be honest.
I'd seen you there with all the young supporters from Shamrocks there as well, getting involved. It's great to have Dim down here rooting on as well. And again, we're here celebrating the county's historic All-Ireland success, but it all starts in club, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does, and it's so nice to see. I think Shamrocks brought a bus here today, and it's so nice to see all the young supporters coming up along, and it's a great feeling, to be honest.
What was it like playing out there? Because I was looking at the tactics at the early stages, and I said to Katie and said to Carl, it's very, very hot out there. But it looked like that you were trying to make space for yourselves and for Cork Kenny. You had to do an awful lot running in that match, Niamh.
Yeah, I suppose that's what we kind of had planned, to play the two inside and open up the space on the corners, and that's what we did, to be honest. But yeah, it was very hot out there, but it was the same for both teams, so that's what we said in the dressing room going out, that the conditions were the same for both teams, so we just had to go out and work like dogs, and that's what we did.
But that's what it was about work rate, because even though you can't plan for conditions like this at the summers that we dream of, we don't get to play many matches in them as well, but you go out with a plan and just determined to go from the first whistle to the final whistle, and that's what this Galway team did.
Yeah, definitely. We have worked so hard at training the last few weeks, and that was the one thing we said, if we worked hard that would pay off, and that's what we did today.
You got a couple of points, but you set up at least 3 more. You nearly set up a goal, only for Kelly Gilcrease getting pulled there as well. It was just getting the ball and getting it in quickly. Yeah,
I suppose the girls out the field got good ball into us, and then we had to do something with it inside, so credit to the girls out the field as well.
You came in against a Cork team that had been on fire. They'd beaten us by Galway, by 10 points over the course of the campaign. You came in as strong underdogs, I think that's fair to say, but you had a plan.
Yeah, definitely. I know we played Cork early in the championship, so we hadn't a huge amount of work done at that stage, so we knew coming in here today, like I said, if we worked hard we had the beating of them. But the Cork side here today, they died with their boots on as well, but we just got over the line today.
No doubt there will be plenty more Galway-Cork battles as there has been in the past at different age levels as well as this new competition. For yourself personally first and also for the team, what does it mean to say now that you're All-Ireland champions at under-23, first ever All-Ireland champions?
Yeah, it's definitely a surreal feeling. I don't think it has really sunk in yet that it's the first ever under-23 All-Ireland and we can say it's ours, so it'll definitely sink in over the next few days.
And you're going to enjoy the weekend. I know they'll probably be in the spinning wheel tonight, but no doubt you'll get home to the club at some stage for a celebration.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to go home to Shamrocks now after them all coming back here to support us today as well.
Well, Niamh McInerney, you are the player of the match. Galway first ever All-Ireland Under-23 Camogie champions. Thanks a million for joining us.
Thank you.
And that was Niamh McInerney, the player of the match. They're getting a round of applause from Galway supporters as well, and deservedly so, because not just the 15 players that started the match for Galway, but also the 5 that came off the bench, all played their part in this victory. But when we say all that, let's not forget that this was a great game of camogie, and it took 2 to tango, and Cork came with everything. On another day, some of their points would have gone over. On another day, they would have blocked out some of the scores they conceded. But Cork and Galway will dance again in various different age levels at under 23 as well as senior going forward. But today, on the hottest day of 2025, history was made for the Camogie Association. The first ever All-Ireland Under-23 Camogie Final, and it was Galway who prevailed. Though it got very, very close at the end, Cork got back to within 3 points, but Galway got the job done. We hope you enjoyed our coverage here on the Camogie Association YouTube channel, brought to you in association with Entray. 3 points between them in the end, but Galway beat Cork in the first ever final. The results here in the T West Gaelic grounds in Limerick in the All-Ireland Under-23 Camogie Final. Galway the winners. They beat Cork. It finished Galway 1-11, Cork 1-8.